If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Lawful Stupid just jumped over. First of all, it's free, and we love that. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, wherever you're at, all on the go. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. There are a lot of other vendors out there, a lot of platforms that they will make sure your podcast gets to. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with zero minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragon Ball Z.
Nope. Lawful Stupid, episode
12. This will be 12.
I've been meaning to tell you guys I've been voting to change the name. It's my own secret ballot to change the name to Dungeons and
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of copyright issues that we're already violating. But that's okay.
Parody law is our fucking
Good news
umbrella.
is no one listens to this, so
That's
we'll never
true.
get caught by a lawyer.
It's like Dragon Ball Z abridged.
If somebody commits a crime in the woods, no one's around to find out, will they find that body from October 2008?
They find it awkward. But yeah.
I'm trying to break into the true crime audience.
That's okay. I don't think we need to do that. I think there's enough true crime audience already, which I actually saw in that podcast group that there are a ton of them.
That's
Do
what
you
I'm
think
trying
they,
to cap.
do you think they started at this episode of all episodes to determine if they wanted to
We can
stay
only
with?
hope.
Yeah.
We can
That's
only
all
hope.
That's all we have.
It hasn't released yet, but we can only hope.
We can
No,
tell them about it.
that
We
sounds
can
great.
tease just
Hey,
that
but
part.
maybe we should talk about what happened last time. Devin?
I met my sword awkwardly for the first time.
No.
We also
Not what happened
So
last time.
you're skipping a generation, right? That's
That
the last episode that was released, but we've
Yeah.
recorded another episode since then. So he wants us to tell what happened in episode 11. We're currently on episode 12. You're recapping episode 10, which is the last one.
it gets even better then.
Yeah,
we
then
make
we
our,
do stuff.
we make our way back to town.
Down.
We meet Sharinga and some other guard at the edge of the woods. Shane, go ahead and tell me what happened.
Stan!
Yeah, so Stan, man, he's had a rough time. His wife just left him, and he got roped into our horse shit just so that we can get Rowan to go into the castle because he's the most human-looking one of the bunch to try to get a message to Justice Carswan that we found his magic runes phone.
His magic rune phone, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, this is the best choice for it because it went over super great, and he couldn't fucking use it at all. So now we had to go to Plan D.
Let me mention first that we made Stan take his clothes off in the woods in front of us.
We didn't make
I
it.
turned around. I'm retconning, I turned around.
You
I watched
paid him.
intently. Paid him to take his clothes off.
Yeah. We
Uh,
didn't make it.
But then he came back, Rowan did, to see what was going on with us outside. Like, hey man, the stone didn't work. I'm like, why didn't you just use the innate magical energy that courses through your body? And I realized that that's not a thing that everybody has. But yeah, and fucking Justice Carswan didn't even know about the runestone. He's like, I sent you for papers, letters, missives.
Yeah.
They weren't
So-
there.
We just
So
up shit.
plan D is to jump into this cart that someone is going to town to make some trades with, and we
Right.
are going to jump into this thing.
And obviously, we need to get in town because of the brilliant plan. First thing, we gotta get.
No, we're not doing it again.
No.
The poor
we don't-
audience
Oh,
has
sorry.
suffered through it twice already. Alright, cool. So, you guys are in the back of a cart. And you're covered up with, like, vegetables and hay and all the good stuff that goes in between. And this guy's, like, driving you through. This old man's going through the gate. And nobody really thinks to check him because he goes through the gate pretty periodically. But for, giggles, I'm going to need you to roll that stealth check.
I mean, we are hiding
So,
inside
do
a potato sack, so that should probably count for advantage.
Well,
Do I
if
curl into
one
a
of
tighter
you
ball?
is in a potato sack? Like,
so I should
you
get advantage.
specifically, got in a potato sack just so you didn't dirty your clothes with other things.
Right. So.
I'm not giving you advantage for that. I'm just
Okay,
making your
well.
DC lower.
Well, it's a 15.
I mean, that'll work.
Mine's 11.
Mine's a 21.
Okay.
21.
So I think as you're going through Atlas, what is something you might say or like mumble in the back of this cart? Because you are gonna draw a little suspicion with your 11, and I'm gonna let you do your character.
I could be loudly eating fruit, like the
Oh,
vegetables.
I actually love that idea.
He was eating the potatoes.
Yeah, he's eating potatoes. Yeah.
I say, these are actually delicious.
And then you hear a guard go, "What? What'd you say?" And like looks at another guard, and he says, "I didn't say anything." And the old man just kind of moving through his face as he passes the guards is like freaked out, like, "Oh shit. So he actually is gonna go through and go over to the plantation because that's where he delivers his food.
I'm the man.
So he arrives at the plantation, he stops, and the old man hobbles out of the cart, and he kind of looks around, he comes and flips over the cover, and he says, "All right, go ahead, get out, hurry, quick.
We'll never forget you, sir.
Please forget me. I don't want to be involved in whatever you've got going on."
I don't even remember how I got here.
Oh, great. He like
hurry
shuffles
out.
you guys off.
Yeah, we disembark. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. What do you guys want to do?
Are we still wanted men? I guess we're supposed to.
Yes, absolutely. That post is like you can see them from here.
I
Yeah,
did not know if
absolutely.
The lazy in town. I didn't know if they just forgot to take them down or
Mm-mm.
what. That okay?
Nope,
Still
that
wanted.
has not changed from 5 minutes ago when Rowan reported it.
Can I somehow fashion that potato? I want to buy the potato sack. What's the guy's? Sir, I need to buy your potato sack.
I think I was already wearing it. I don't think.
Are you wearing? But you're not wearing. Are you wearing it currently? Do I?
Like a hop
Did
out.
you
Are you
like
still
hop
hopping
out?
in it?
Like you're like, all right, who wants to get in with me? Put one leg in.
Are you
Three-legged
combining
race,
a
but it's
three-legged
already
race and a
full.
potato sack? Oh, because of my junk. Got it.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Good podcast.
Yeah.
I
solid.
still need the potato sack.
I'll give it to him.
I fashion it into as much as I can to cover up my body and my head. I will use Foxwood to do so.
Okay, can you do me a favor and roll a
Make clothes check?
check? I think.
Yeah, roll for seamstress.
Roll for
Yeah,
seamstress.
so, no, that's not how any of this works. So, it's like a disguise check, right? And you have to be proficient with a disguise kit to make a disguise. If you're not, you have to make you're rolling a d20 right now.
I literally need to cut a slit in it so that I can put it over my head. It does not have to be
but you said
extravagant.
Then you just do that.
If you want to make a potato sack, that's cool. If you're trying to make it like for a garb, that's cool. You said you wanted to cover your whole body and head. I thought you were
as
trying
much
to
as
make
I
some
can.
disguise.
No,
So
no,
you
it's-
so
I'm
you
just-
want one hole for
gonna
your
be-
head
oh,
and two holes for your arms.
Nope, it's going to be just imagine there's one opening already. I just want to cut one side down so that I can drape it over my head and shoulders.
So you want to
cap.
cut it in half and make a like cape thing, / blanket essentially, and
You know
throw
what,
it over
let's-
your head.
Yes,
Poncho.
that's it. That's all I want to do.
Not
can just
what
do
you
that.
described.
Sure.
You can just do that. I
Yeah.
thought you were like, I'm just gonna put the potato sack
Turn into some
over me
armor.
and walk around.
No.
The crops
Snake.
are alive. No. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you do that. You have a potato sack poncho. I mean, it's a potato sack, and it's that's okay. You do you. I don't think you
am.
know how big they are, but that's cool.
I mean, you do get a +1 to protection from the elements if you are a potato. So if that situation occurs,
Can't wait.
pretty
I
sweet
mean,
bonus.
but Irish people do get advantage against you because, well, they're good at destroying potatoes.
Hateful.
So there's that. All right. What else do you want to do besides wear a potato cowl?
Well, what are we supposed to? What's our next course of action? We're in the gates.
Yes.
Christoph,
Mm-hmm.
what is the answer?
The answer is, we've already discussed this at length.
Let's
The
go
play
to the
is the
golden
thing.
hammer. Let's
No,
get to the
we've
golden
not-
hammer.
That sounds like a bad idea. I feel like that's where they're gonna look for you, my dude. I'm just saying, like, I just
Listen, Yogg will help take care of
feel
us.
for this runaway man. They could post literally one guard at the Red Roof Inn and literally one guard at the Golden Hammer and have like a 98% chance of catching us if we
So-
return to town.
How many guards? They could literally have done. They did that at the front of town, but we got in. I think at least we know somebody at the Golden Hammer. Everywhere else is people watching that want our heads for money.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it's dumb.
Well,
Well, what do you suggest?
So we've already talked about this at great length. Step 1, we have to go around to some urchins, some street urchins. We pay them to mum and to juggle and to tell everyone of this great play that we're putting on. While they're doing that, we have to go get costumes. We're going to need lots and lots of costumes, and we're going to need to gather and put on a play and to put on a show. And during that show, called The Great Betrayal, we're going to go ahead and show the Great Betrayal on the Memory Stone. So I have to be there. And Rowan, you're going to be my leading lady because you're very pretty.
it's perfect. I already have 2 costumes.
Or can we at this point just like have the montage of us doing like I agree and doing
No,
that,
but
and
I-
this
I-
has to happen?
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
So as you're
Because while
doing
we-
this, because I imagine you guys are just still standing there.
middle of the
I'm
road,
not
preferably.
hiding behind the car.
Right, and so you're doing what, sorry?
I'm hiding behind the cart.
Right, but that's at the farm. So one of the farm hands looks at you and goes, "Hey, those guys look familiar?"
No!
To
And I
another
leave.
farm hand.
I stoop lower and run behind the cart too. In the
Is that a running potato sack?
yes,
It's
Okay.
magical and enchanted.
Oh, yes, we all know Dancing Potato Sack.
You know what though? Like in the town where Findle's mad, I don't know that that's like unheard of. Like
What's
in
he mad
animal
about?
objects.
Mm.
I,
The play on words. Mm.
Interesting. Moving on. Okay.
Wait a second. I'm confused. Just a moment of retcon, right? Just a moment of just clarification
Sure.
for me, the player. So, Justicar's Fawn definitely said that he was going to invite Findle to the castle to keep any work from being done or any progress being made in the plot against the Justicar. But when Rowan went there, it was still a building. It wasn't like a flying pig monkey.
That's true.
It was a building.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused. What happened? Did he get delayed somewhere? Is he dead?
Oh man, you're asking the real questions. So what do you guys want to do next?
All right.
Oh, you didn't get to
Okay.
experience it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll be the secret sub episode that I TM.
Yeah.
oh, I guess we should get back to town.
I mean, we're kind of in town.
I mean, you're still within
Well-
the city walls, right? Like that's
So-
the way the plantation works.
So while Rowan and I put on this play, and we, show this memory to all the people gathered there, and reveal the treachery that's going on, you, Ghost, Atlas,
We've literally been together for I don't know weeks at this point. I'm going back to the Golden Hammer.
You're gonna be my most trusted. So you're our backup plan. You're
I
our
walk away
fail-safe.
as he's talking. I'm going to the Golden Hammer.
Okay.
I'm upset that he did not know my name, and because we're
Oh.
venturing best friends, and he did not know my name. This upsets me thoroughly.
Okay. All right.
But I'm going to go there stealthily. That's a 15.
You describe stealthily.
Yeah, so
In the
I mean, I
town.
know this. I know this town inside and out. I know the alleyways. I know where guards post and where they walk around. I would think I would know which places to avoid in order to not be seen to make it to to my destination.
Sure. Let's have this conversation because I want to like explain. Devin, are you as Devin? How long have you been in the town you live in?
Let's see. So I was there when I was 18. I think my character
No,
had
the
that.
town you live in currently. No. You, Devin, in the
IRL.
town that you live in, IRL. How long have you been there?
Oh, 2.5 years.
Okay. Would you say that you're really comfortable and know the patrol routes of all the cars and where they tend to post up, the cop cars?
Yeah, but this city doesn't have a wall surrounding it.
I'm
Has
just
its own
asking
court
you as
blocking
a
off
person.
boundary.
You're just assuming that you've as you've lived your life in this city,
How many people live in
scoped
this
out.
town?
No, you know exactly where the fucking cop sits there and eats his donut behind that sign where nobody can see, and he always catches people speeding. Like, you know exactly where that dude
I got
is.
pulled over today, as a matter of fact. So obviously, I
Then
did
he
not know.
doesn't know where they are.
It was a different
Oh.
town. It was a different
Well,
town.
Atlas
what?
is smarter than Devin.
Well,
Low bar, I know.
Oh.
Oh,
How many people?
I mean, it's a bigger town, but
It's a fair
my
point.
point is,
I would know.
mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, within reason, you're okay. I don't want you to think you're going through with ease, because you don't know where all the guards are. Plus, everything's shaken up because they're literally.
That's
looking for
fine.
you
Let's
guys.
roll some dice and see if I make it.
No, hey man, you rolled your dice. I heard what your score was. I'm just
It's
explaining
35.
to you the situation. 3.5 rounds up to 4. That's what I heard. Cool. So you're gonna stealthily go through the town and kind of make your way to the Golden Hammer. Do me a favor. Roll a perception check for me, please.
Didn't have anything on that one. 14.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything you guys want to do while he's stealthing over to the Golden Hammer?
I mean, I think we're rehearsing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and then the best part.
But where are you rehearsing, right? Wanted men. I really want to stress the fact that there are.
I'm in costume.
What costume?
It's actually just my clothes.
Okay.
I'm dressed as a noble.
I have 2 costumes as part of my bard shtick.
That's fine.
What costumes do you have? What 2 costumes do you have?
In the book, they're generic costumes, but
Right.
what would be a good costume? One's definitely a fool's costume, for sure. And then one would probably be a really shitty looking guard costume, just obviously fake armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, sure. So I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are doing versus standing out in the open.
I don't know. We go someplace more secluded.
Okay.
In a back alleyway.
I mean, so right now you're in the farm area. Let me pull up the map so I can tell you exactly where you are and what you have around you. Because I want you to, think about the fact that you're in a fucking town.
Really feel the
Walk
space.
Well, I mean,
Walk
there's-
around.
There's a lot of it should be noted that it's obviously people are looking for you. So
Can I just to clarify, just for my own, in this world, in this lore, what is the Lead Church's stance on sanctuary?
you would not know that,
That's fair.
Kristoff. Alex, this character who's a little more traveled, would know that they tend to have mercy on people. It's not like they have this law that says they have to take in refugees and anything like that, but it's a religion, and they tend to be nice to people in general.
So I can't just walk
Also-
in, shout sanctuary, and the law can't touch me.
No, I was gonna say they're also compliant with the law too, though. So it's the juggling act, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm not repentant, so they probably won't have too much mercy on me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do anything. I'm framed.
So from
Well,
where
I mean-
you guys are in the farmland, Castle Trestle is really close to you guys. In the sense that that's the next biggest building, other than some of the residential districts. And then...
You know what? They'd have to be crazy to look for us, right?
And
I
of course,
love it.
You have the Red Roof Inn, and then you have the Golden Hammer, which is southeast of you, which is where Devin's heading. The Lead Church is on the opposite side of Castle Trestle, next to the Kendall Keep. Which is
All right.
where Kendall is.
Bro, you're
Yeah?
a steadfast advisor, and I need your advice. I have 2 things that I'm thinking. Either we could do this play,
All
seems
right.
like a good idea,
So far, I'm super on board. I love it.
or we could just cut right through that BS, man. And we could just go to the castle and be like, hey, We were framed and we have proof.
Like, which castle?
The Castle Trestle.
I love where your head's at, my dude, but I don't think being wanted for murdering or conspiring to
That's
murder.
sort of thing that doesn't make any sense. So, they locked us in prison, right?
Right.
Saying we're plotting against the Magister, and they planned on framing the Magister's death, which we know they're trying to do, on us. But if we were in a jail cell, how could we have possibly killed him when they actually did enact their plan? If we just stayed there, we probably would have been fine.
You know, they could have just lied about when they picked us up. I mean, the facts are whatever they say it is.
No, people saw us. People saw us get carried away with the Red Ravine.
That's true.
It seems like a pretty huge plot hole, frankly.
It does seem like a really bad idea on their part. I'm just saying, I don't really want to be caught in the house of someone we're supposed to be conspiring against. Because that makes it seem like we are guilty.
You're right, let's put on a play.
Or we could always go to the church and see if they'll give us a little bit of solace from all this.
People at churches tend to think that I'm the devil.
Well, I'm not super fond of churches either, but they do typically have some level-headed people in there. If we were to go there and show them the memory, they might have some influence. Because you're a politician, you know there's only two influences. That's your politics and your religion.
Also hunger, fear,
Generally.
the environment, cold.
What both of them promise to feed you and keep you safe.
Fair.
Plus, what's the worst thing that happens? A couple priests tell us, like, oh, you can't be here, and then we just fucking
I mean, they could
bail.
call the gods.
I don't know, how fast are you?
Not super fast.
30 feet per turn or so.
Yeah, I mean, not the quickest. I mean, I'm not slow, but
I don't mean on your feet, I mean on the draw.
I mean, I'm not slow. I would say above average. Not professional grade, but
Well, we can go on with the play, which I'm still a big fan of. Or we could possibly cause some mayhem in a church if they deny us our hearing. To which case would then cause a crowd, and then we could do the play.
I hate to break the character, but I need to know everything there is to know about the judicial system in this world before I can take an appropriate action. I need to know.
And pause podcast.
We'll just pause here and we'll explain to him justice.
Yeah, I need this fictional land's constitution at the very least.
So
not
you would know because you're a noble, and Atlas would know too, and all three of your characters would know. You would know the least though because you come from Silence, right? And Silence is whatever you choose to make its judicial system, since it's your land to kind of like mold. This is very standard medieval. So the way this kind of works is the Magister has like a judge's say at the end of the day, Magister Trestle. But you also have the whole like there's more people than the Magister. If he gets killed, that kind of is what it is. And then the envoy. I mean, you would know this specifically because you're good with noble trees and shit like that. And from what you've heard, that Yuri, which is the capital or the primary city of Orenthal, Yuri's envoy or ambassador would take control if the Magister was
Ambassador Shear
would be murdered, right? And other than that, you would have a trial/hearing, kind of similar to ours, but not nearly as like rough. There's not lawyers. There's very much everybody gets to plead their case. And then the Magister or whoever's the acting Magister would make the decision.
Can I demand trial by combat?
You could try, but that's not like... Maybe that's something in Silence, but you don't know if that works here.
Hey, Rowan, does trial by combat, is that a thing here? Do we have that ace up our sleeve? You've traveled far and wide. You're familiar with these shores.
DM God, please
You can
answer my
roll-
call.
You can roll a history check because I can't imagine your character's been in a lot of like trials in this
Yeah.
area.
Oh, that's not bad. It's a 16 plus.
Yeah, that's good enough. So
Oh,
you
no, it's a 15. I have negative in history.
It's still good enough. 15 was the check. So you, in one of your tavern experiences, actually on the ship over, you heard some stories of a guy getting, like arrested, and he requested a trial by combat. You can't remember if it worked or not. You just know that he ended up dead. You don't know whether the trial by combat was accepted or if he was hanged. You just know that he was brave enough to do a trial by combat in front of Magister Trestle.
Well, as a matter of fact, you know the saying, dead men tell no tales?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's a lie. I've heard of a guy who died, and he asked for a trial by combat, but I don't know if he died from that or in either case. I don't know if it was granted.
Explicitly unhelpful.
Yes, it definitely is. But I know it's a thing that has been asked, so it's probably not unheard of. I just don't know if it's actually practiced.
See, the thing is, Atlas would actually know this, since he went
Yes,
to
but
the Battle Academy.
he went to the Golden Hammer.
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you.
I guess we should
tell
catch up with
Devin
Atlas so I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go catch up with Atlas and ask him.
I just want to
I need
tell
to know
you,
what all
like,
our options are.
he would know
Let's-
that.
That's probably a good idea. If you want to follow my lead, I can get there in half the time as Atlas can.
Okay. Please.
Follow me. And then we do.
Alright. Can I have stealth checks from you guys?
Yeah, I guess we should.
Oh, super dope. Fucking
Nat 20.
23.
Alright. You guys... I think
On
you
dumb
guys
shit.
sing and whistle to the streets and nobody notices you.
We're off on a secret mission.
It's one of those things you hide in plain sight. Alright, Devin, you come up onto the
secret.
golden hammer. Roll me another perception check, please.
Secret.
17.
Alright. You're good. You don't see any guards.
I'm at the Golden Hammer at this point.
Yeah, you don't see any guards.
You hear whistling approaching from the rear.
Yeah, you're at the golden hammer.
A secret.
I'll go and I'll instead of going to the front door, I want to go around to the side where presumably Yogg is working on some pieces.
Well, I think in the golden hammer you have like your own entrance to your bedroom that's connected to the forge. Right? So like you would have the forge entrance.
I just want to see if I want to let Yogg know I'm there. So like if he thinks I'm a wanted man, which I have a relationship with him, he would know that it's not the case. I just want to see if anybody's come by.
I mean, okay. So how are you going in again? Sorry.
I'm gonna be still kind of be stealthy because in case someone is there besides Yogg.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of peek into the. You kind of go through your entrance. I think that's the most stealthy way to go.
Yep.
And then peek out through the door from where you sleep into the main shop, and you see Yogg hammering away on a piece of armor. And from what you can tell, there's nobody else in the room.
Okay, I'll just walk in, but I don't want to be like so close that he can hit me with a hammer because maybe he thinks I don't want to scare him.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk in the room. He doesn't see you because he's working.
I want to wave, kind of try to see if he
Like move into front of his vision.
Yeah.
And he looks up, kind of startled, and he goes, "Atlas, my boy." I think that's what he sounds like.
They all sound like the wind.
They all sound like that.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Yogg. I suppose you've seen my face around town on pieces of paper, and I do the smile that he saw, like.
Yeah. He says, "Yeah, definitely saw the wanted posters. Sounds
And,
like you got yourself in some trouble, boy."
And I would hope that you would understand that I'm also not guilty. We have been framed for whatever what even is the presumed crime
he like dips the armor in the water, and you hear the steam roll up and the hissing. And he says, "Oh, everyone's innocent, aren't they? Everyone's innocent. Well, I mean, you can read the wanted poster for conspiring to murder Magister Trestle. What you do is not my business, but don't get caught here. I don't want to be caught up in any of your nonsense."
Yog, it's not. It's not us. It's not those two men I'm with. It wasn't us. We're being framed by Lady Trestle herself, and we have proof, but we just don't have the right people to give that to. We've tried talking to the Justicar, but he didn't get it, and so we're kind of at our wits' end about what to do. We're just trying to figure out how to make this right.
And he kind of like puts down what he's doing. He dusts off his hands and looks at you and says, "And what would you have me do? How do you expect me to help you?"
It is, I guess, is Yarg an older guy or my age? Or
No, he's definitely got like 20 years on you. Easy.
Okay. And I say, Yarg, I don't know. I came to you hoping you might have some kind of words of wisdom or connections or something that we could get out of this situation with. It's just a bad place to be, and my friends and I were all innocent.
Do me a favor and roll a persuasion check.
I find myself
It's a 19.
in times
19?
of trouble.
Oh wait, I think I might
Blacksmith
have...
Yard.
It's a 20, unnatural 20.
Okay, so he kind of motions over his mouth to like for you to hush. Like he puts one finger up to his lips, and then he walks over to the door and picks
Closes
that out
it.
and goes, "I think I'm gonna take a break." And you hear from the other end, "Okay. Just, gonna have some lunch. But, I'll open up the door when I'm ready. Siesta. That's what I'm gonna have. Gonna get me a nap." And the guard goes, "Okay. Alright." And then he, like, shuts the door and then locks it. And he, like, walks over to him and goes, "You're not very good. There's a guard outside. What were you doing? Anyways, okay. So you didn't do it."
Are you asking me?
I'm kind of asking you.
Yog, I absolutely didn't do this thing.
Well,
I
you're
mean-
acting strange. You're going on adventures. The shovels are not piling up like they usually do. It's erratic behavior for you, boy.
Yog, you know I crave adventure. It's what I've been waiting for ever since I got back from school. This is the opportunity.
What if that adventure got you mixed up in something?
Maybe that's part of the adventure. And I kind of think like, but still, how do I get out of it? How do I get out of it? I meant to like slay a, you're like, a princess needs saving from a dragon or get rid of a gang of bandits or something, not get wrapped up in the political affairs of the town.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Political affairs they're not for people like you and I.
I am too stupid. Yeah, I just bang bang and here's
you're
your
not
shovel.
stupid, boy. You're just not as bright as the rest of them.
Henry says simple.
Yeah,
I
your
like
dad's
that
a
one.
wise man. Listen, I would love to help. The only thing I could think of to clear your name is to have some evidence, or to accuse your accuser.
Wait, are you saying we just say Lady Trestle did it and told us about it?
Well, I mean, I'm not a smart man, but isn't it
You know what
kind
love
of a
is?
game of he said, she said?
Well, I'm assuming that Lady Trestle has much more power than I, obviously. So it's just, this town is built on reputation and status, as you may know. When me being a delivery boy, for you even not even being a smith at the time, my word's not going to mean a thing against Lady Trestle.
He says,
Neither of my
hear
friends.
whistling in the distance yet. I'm so confused.
He says, all right. You could go talk to Eckenbar. He could probably help. If you don't think being upfront and honest is the best way to go, he probably would have an idea for you. He's the seediest person I know.
Eckenbach. I want to say no, but I feel like it's the only option we got left. Do you have any favors with him at all?
Not much of a gambler, boy. I don't have a lot of interactions with them.
All right, well, I suppose I will go give it a shot. I just got to do something to save myself and my friends.
And,
I say friends. One didn't even know my name.
As you're saying
Anyway.
that, you start to hear whistling in the background. And
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Can I do a perception roll to know that it's them? To like,
yeah, you can do a perception roll. It's gonna be hard. You're inside of a building, but you still hear.
it's a
whistling.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't notice it's them. Shane, as you're coming up, because you guys rolled such good stealth checks, you see the guard ahead of the time. How do you want to deal with that? Like, he doesn't see you guys at all, because you're kind of blending in with the standard traffic of the town.
Is there like a oh, you got it?
We'll sneak up and then we'll surprise him before he has time to think.
You son of a bitch. It's from the song.
Sorry.
So is there like a alleyway or an alcove?
Yeah, you can cut behind one of the other shops.
Yeah, so I want to shout like, oh my God, they found those wanted dudes at the Red Roof Inn. Did you hear?
All right.
Yes, and.
Yes,
So-
and
You hear, what? Where? And you see him start to look around and draw
And
his
then we
blade.
dip in the alcove.
it's Stan. Stan has him at the Red Roof Inn.
Ding.
Do me a favor and roll a deception check, and I'm gonna see how well you do. This guard's an idiot.
Dog. It's a nat 20
Yeah, you're fine.
plus 7.
So you guys dip into the alleyway and just kind of pause for a second, and you see this guy full on booking it. Like, he actually knocks over some dude who's just carrying vegetables. He goes, "Stan, I'm coming!"
Oh, God, he's had such a rough day.
His poor wife, poor Stan. They've had
And
a
then we
hard
dip-
time.
We dip out of the alcove over to the shop and we just walk in.
You meet a locked door.
I knock
We-
saving a haircut.
Okay.
We need a hammock.
Yarg here's an interesting knock, and being a seasoned person, understands that that's a code knock. And Yarg says, "Are you expecting someone, Atlas?" And he picks up his smithing hammer that's like a little heated on the end.
I will take my sword out and say, "Not that I know of."
And you hear Devin, "It's time to kill." And Yarg goes, "All right." And he he motions for you to come closer to the door, and he like gets on one side of the door and gets ready to lock it and goes, "I'll open the door. You kill it." And you hear your sword go, "Yes."
Instead of doing that, because of this sword, I just know it's evil. I'm gonna like kick out first, like whatever's in there. I'm just gonna kick, just boot it,
Okay, cool. So he unlocks the door and swings it open.
and I kick immediately. Whoever
Who's in front?
somebody's getting a boot.
Okay, who's in front? Who's leading the charge?
I am.
All right, you're
Yes.
getting the boot to the face.
So I just want to play this out. So like he's gonna just open the door and kick.
Yeah.
So as he opens the door, I go, 2 bits.
And you get kicked square in the face.
Like, whoa. I would run to him and be like, "We've got to be swift and stealthy."
And now, something tells you just laying on the ground. You just got fully like
Oh
kicked in
yeah,
the face by an orc.
I'm on the fucking moon.
I like to imagine like the door opens and you guys are like trying to rush in to get off the street, and that's how you get the door. You get kicked. in
No,
the
I
face.
definitely go like, ta-da, 2 shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
I say your play would never have worked. I put my sword in and I laugh at him and I go back inside to
I'm
sit
in his
down.
face, unconscious. On the moon.
I pick him up and carry him inside.
Yarg shuts the door and locks it and says, these, they were the fools with you, right?
Yeah, sadly they are.
Like
Okay.
it's fine.
Now
We've
listen,
got a
I'm
thing.
officially now harboring fugitives, so make your plan and go, please.
Yogg, what did you tell the boys what you think we should do? I think Kristoff himself may have already had a run-in with our friend.
Oh no! Somebody kicked him as we came in the door.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that he talked to Eckenbar. I don't. Think
Yeah, I
he
didn't know if
ever-
you did.
Yeah, I don't think he ever volunteered that.
I want to smack him around to wake him up. Then just slap him in the face if he's acting
Die,
unconscious.
Christoph Shindo.
So you are. So you are.
I
Well,
don't know
welcome
why he
back,
does
my
that
boy.
every time he wakes up.
There's our boy.
Yes.
Okay, listen. While you guys were trying to put on a play for the town, I came back and talked to my advisor, Yogg, and he says we need to talk to Eckenbar, and he's
Wait
one of
a
the.
minute. I actually said you should probably confront her openly in the eyes of the law first.
Yes, but we both agree that our status in this town is not going to want us. It's not going to help us at all.
Why
Well-
does it smell like tiefling blood in here?
No
No
reason.
reason. Listen,
That's weird.
That was amazing.
All right. So,
we've talked about this though. Like, if anyone ever asks about tiefling blood, we immediately say no reason. For the listeners, that was unplanned. So Dwayne and I both said no reason. Same time. Okay.
So, speaking of open law confrontations, what's the deal with trial by combat here? Just as an out.
You would know, Devin. You would know. I just now saw your Slack message. You would know that trial by combat in Oxbane is a not in Oxbane, in Orenthal is a thing. You have never seen anybody do it in Oxbane, but you know that the region accepts it.
I mean, we've had it. It happens here. I know that because we have the royalty here come and they have special weapons made anytime there is a trial by combat. But I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Awesome. So, worst case scenario, I don't die alone.
But they have been known to make prisoners fight each other before the final person fights
Worst
whoever
case
is in charge
scenario,
against.
I don't die alone. Worst, they can put me to death to trial by combat. That's the thing that can happen.
Listen.
But I ain't dying by
go,
myself.
We're gonna go talk to Eckenbar.
Eckenbar, he's kind of a douche.
How do you know Eckenbar? You just came into town.
Yeah, that's how big of a douche he is. I heard about him on the boat.
Well, yes. He's
I'm gonna level with you. I just know him, okay?
That's
not
leveling.
what-
Okay, anyways. I'm not a smart orc, but I do know that that's not leveling. Anyways. We gotta go talk to Eckenbar. He knows all the slimiest people. He might be
you know
able to
what? I
help
stole
us.
a bunch of money from your dad. I stole a bunch of money from your dad. We're gonna die soon. I stole a bunch
Wait.
of money from your dad.
Wait, did you get to it first?
I did. It was.
Oh, you slimy bastard!
I will grab him by his girly collar, stand up, lift him up to my face, and say, normally I would be very angry at you, but at this point in time, you brought me just the adventure I'm looking for, and I couldn't care right now. I will get that money back, but right now, we're going to save our lives. And then I'll
I've
drop
spent
him.
most of it on bribes to save our lives. To be fair, I knew you were cool-headed, and I touched his head, and a little frost touch him.
It's true. The only thing that's higher than your muscle fiber is your moil fiber, and we appreciate that.
Rowan, you've always been good to me.
And that's kind of my skaze.
All right, so I figure we wait till nightfall because Eckenball, that's when he does most of his sleazy works. And
No,
we'll
we have to go
contact
during the
him.
day because we go at night. There will be a bunch of people there because he owns a tavern.
Yeah, well, they are
Okay.
mostly all wanted criminals, fugitives in some format or another, and will not matter. They're not like the most upstanding citizens in the town who are just good. We do have a. I mean, if you're willing to fight anyway, we might as well fight some ruffians. instead of fighting a
Don't-
whole town
we
who wants us dead.
Don't need to fight the ruffians. We'll just go in there during the day, and he'll be alone, and we can have a private meeting with him and discuss whatever matters we need to discuss. He knows me, so
Well-
I can get us in.
Even better, Yog, would you mind going over and asking him to meet here?
Yarg looks at you and says, Alice, I like you, I do. I'm already involved in this way more than I want to be. I don't
And-
want to do that.
We'll just go there. We'll just go there, meet him. Why don't you want to go there?
Well, one of us should go, not all three. Do I have, I guess, in my wardrobe, do I have anything that would cover me up a little more?
You do have a potato sack poncho.
Not, I know currently, but I'm talking about
I
like.
would think, Devin, you would have a traveling cloak because you travel between towns. I think that makes
Okay.
sense for you to have a cheap traveling coat.
Okay, I will. I'm trying to think what other supplies we might have. Grab some more shovels.
You're just
Uh,
going.
No,
to
we're going on a
the-
journey.
We've been traveling all over this. We walked it. We were
This is the
whistling.
first time he wants to get prepped for any travel, and
promise
it's 2
you,
buildings over. or
All
some
of the
shit.
guards are at the Red Roof Inn right now. You want to know why?
We took care
yes,
of it.
I do actually.
Oh, because we said that we were there.
Oh,
And
all
guards are
right.
down.
So I'm gonna run and grab my cloak. I guess you're right, Christoph, and I'll forgive you. Say my name.
Atlas.
Forgiven.
My
Let's
my
go.
dear friend Atlas, and I love him.
Oh, and that actually like makes I don't let him know, but it makes me really happy inside. Like his approval is a thing that I want.
I don't know that he gave you approval. He just recognized your name, but
That to me is approval.
Okay.
I'm simple org.
that's
That's what my
I
papa said.
approve of your actions.
all right.
Hey, Yarg, do you have some other stuff here?
He like looks around to like a forge full of stuff and goes, "No."
Well, that's great. Could I pay you for one of them chain shirts?
You want chainmail?
I mean, just a chain shirt will do. Something to change the way I look, while also giving protection since we're going to a bar fight.
I hear you, and I say, I got this
Not-
potato sack.
Not,
I
not to
don't
bar
want
fight.
your
I
dirty
want to
potato
stress-
sack.
First of all, that's the cleanest potato sack I've ever hidden in.
That's fair.
Yeah, a change. Okay, he says, yeah, I got a chain shirt. He lifts up this chain shirt. It's a little dirty. He goes, this one might be used. 35 gold? And he like
I'll
smiles
get-
weirdly.
I'll give you 40 for your discretion.
Deal.
Done.
He hands you this dirty chain shirt, which incidentally is 13 plus dex mod as your armor, assuming you can wear
Yeah.
medium armor.
I sure can.
Are you a bard?
College of Valor, dog.
Oh, okay.
Valor Bard.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. All right. So you have that.
Cool. I'm gonna put that on while I adjust my stats.
All right, boys, I got my cloak on. I'm ready to go.
Yes, and I'm dressed like I normally am. Let us journey forth.
Well, there's this beautiful potato sack cloak you could always put on.
It's a very clean potato
It's
sack.
+0 to defense.
Well, last time I was here, I didn't have this dope-ass star robe, so I think I'll be fine.
That's fair.
Also, I'm the only tiefling in town, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen another one.
Well, didn't you put the star robe on under your jacket?
I
Yeah.
did, but it is a whole new look. It's just like I popped the collar on the robe.
Have you ever thought about doing an updo to hide your horns?
No, I do slick back.
Just a thought about it. To hide your horns.
I mean, I'm still a tiefling, right? Like, I could like get rid of these horns, and I would still be visibly a hornless tiefling.
Okay, boys, let's go. Let's get. We
Yeah,
got it.
We've got a
Let's
certain
roll.
I'm ugly.
Genesis demon.
I'll get.
All right. Away we go.
Great.
Ancient elvish.
Thanks, Yog. I really appreciate it. We won't. They won't know we were here, and we'll take care of it from here. Thank you for your help.
Oh
might
yeah,
snitch.
you owe me. For sure. But yeah, good luck.
Great, thanks.
All right, he
Looks
lets you
kind
out.
of dick.
I mean, he's half orc, half dwarf. You know, he's got things going on, man.
He's a dog.
Yeah, exactly. All right, roll stealth checks, boys, as you go from the blacksmith to the.
Might I guess?
Where are you going?
I got a 6.
I got a 17.
I got an 18.
Where are you guys going?
To the Golden Buckle.
Good job. All right,
Yes,
so you're on the way.
Anyone who can't see me right now, I'm visibly proud of myself.
I'm also proud of you. I was expecting you to be like, "Come on, I know where it is. I visited that place." So you guys are gonna pass the lead church to get to the Golden Buckle, and as you do, you're actually spotted. Who rolled the 6, Devin?
Yeah, you said it.
What? Okay.
You said who rolled the 6, Devin? Like
Yeah,
accusingly,
okay.
like.
Yeah. So, you're actually spotted by a little boy in garb of the church, and he like bolts right up to you, Kristoff, and goes, "It's you guys!" And just like is enamored with you, Kristoff.
And can you guess why we're here?
I don't know.
I pull out 2 gold pieces, more money than he's ever seen in his entire life, probably, because he's a little street urchin who works for the church. I brought a donation for the church, and I give him one of the coins. And also a donation for the quietest boy in Oxbane, and I give him the other gold.
And he says, "Oh gee, thanks. Could I have your autographs?" And he holds out parchment for you guys.
Well, I am Kristoff Shindo.
Like all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sign it. Fuck yeah, I sign it. And I do a little doodle of me.
He says it. He said, "Chiringa just says you guys are the coolest. He's told me all your stories."
Tariga thinks I'm cool?
Well, that's saying something, actually. We love that guy.
I love that guy. How do you know Taringa?
"Oh, Chiringa volunteers at the church."
Fucking would.
Is he at the church right now?
"Oh no, he's super busy hunting you guys."
I can't say I wish him luck then.
No, he already found us. We've talked it out, and we're free to go, basically. They just haven't taken the posters down.
Yep, keep that picture, because it's about to all
Yeah,
be taken down.
if you actually see any of the posters, you can just go ahead and take them down.
We just got a boy killed.
He'll be fine. Look how fucking innocent and sweet he is. We're gonna kill him.
Devin, do you sign? Do you also autograph?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be rude.
He's just like so excited. He goes, "So what are you guys doing? What's next? I want to hear the story from you guys."
Well, what's next is we've got very important business. But once again, the quietest boy in all of Oxbane. Don't want to lose your title.
He looks at the signature. He goes, all of your autographs. He goes, these don't say anything other than your names. It's not
What
like
do you mean by?
love our best friend, Dylan, or anything like that.
I did a little doodle of us hanging out and being best friends.
But you don't even know my name.
Because you haven't told me yet, sweet child.
That's fair. My name is Dylan Martin.
Yes, it is.
I'm so excited to be in your presence.
Oh, hello,
Dylan.
young Dylan. You know, I think I've actually heard of you're our biggest fan.
I am.
Well,
It's not hard to beat. You're the only one.
That's
I'll
what all the
take
kids
that
in
thing.
church say.
I'll take that back and I'll draw like just pictures like me, big orc teeth, like my arm around him, and like a sloppy drawing of the church just kind of behind it.
Now we gotta like take a piece of paper and put it in lemon juice and then put it in the oven so it looks all old, then roll it up and actually put our names and doodles on it and actually still send it to Dylan Martin.
So when you do that, he like holds it up to you, and it's like this crude fucking drawing, right? And he goes, "Looks just like you."
I'm a very talented artist.
Didn't
Not a
that-
lot of people knows this about me.
Oh, the one I was thinking he was comparing Devin, like the,
Yes,
the broken orc to the broken.
He's always got to have the spotlight. Thank you, young boy. I think I knew you're talking about me. I appreciate that.
And so like Dylan is like so excited to be around you guys, and Devin, he sees your sword and he goes, "Oh, that's a cool sword. I thought you had an axe."
I have them. They should both be on me, so I have them both.
Oh, and as you turn, he goes, "Oh yeah, that sounds better." The sword's kind of lame though, and you hear the sword go.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Dylan. Chill, Dylan. Chill out. We gotta get out of here. Yep. I look at my son and say, "Could you hush up for a minute, please?"
And Dylan kind of looks at you, and he looks.
I kind of look at him.
Does he always do that?
Believe it or not, yes.
I hadn't noticed until now.
Dylan, we appreciate it, but we will come back and talk to you soon.
And you hear a voice call out from the church, says, "Dylan, where'd you go?" And he says, "Oh, don't want to get
street lights are on."
And he like starts bolting. Roll me a perception check, Rowan.
All right, it's a 17.
You recognize that voice to be the very person that you were pickpocketing. Can you remember her name?
She was the high priestess.
That's more than I thought you would remember.
Winnebago.
Winnebago.
It's the high priestess. Well, I wouldn't have been on a first name basis. We had a run in of where I was trying to steal money from them.
I was impressed that you knew that was the high priestess, that you remembered the rank. Okay, so you guys want to move on towards the Golden Buckle?
Stealthily. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've already been busted. So you guys go to the Golden Buckle, and what do you want to do?
I knock shaving a haircut. Actually, you know what? I'm a fucking rogue. I knock at Thieves' Cant. I'm pretty sure Eckenbar can pick that up.
Yeah, sure.
But it sounds exactly like shaving a haircut.
So I'm gonna point out that you guys did not look for guards or anything like that coming up on this. You guys didn't make any special care for that.
We said we were traveling stealth. I mean, I think it's an implied task.
Now, again, I point that out only to say that this guard sees you guys coming. And he doesn't look alarmed. Like, you guys see him before he sees you. He doesn't look alarmed at all.
Yeah, I just keep moving.
Yeah, keep doing a thing.
So he sees you, and he's posted up outside the Golden Buckle, and he looks at you guys, and he kind of puts in his hand, juggles a bag of gold, and then puts it away and goes, and shrugs, and then walks the other direction.
Alrighty then, let's just go on in.
I knock shaving a haircut. These can't.
Okay, cool. So the door's unlocked. You knock. Nobody answers though.
I'll go in.
Okay, you guys go in and you guys see Eckenbar behind the bar, and I'm gonna just describe who he is one more time since it's been a while since we saw him. Eckenbar is just a standard human male. Kind of looks plain. He's got some jet black hair, and he's got a scar across his jaw. But he's behind the bar, and he looks up, dead on sees Atlas, and sees Kristoff, and says, "You again?" And that's where we're gonna stop. That's where this episode's gonna end. With you guys coming in the tavern.
Oh man.
That was good. I enjoyed everything about that. That was solid.
Yeah. It was very solid.
No, we're not stopping. We're doing the outro. This is out. So this is where we are.
Hey, thank you everybody for listening. Thanks to Dylan Martin or
Dylan Martin 27.
Dylan Martin 27.
Dylan _ Martin 27.
Yeah.
Who had nothing
one of
but
our
kind
dice
things
winners
to say about us.
Yes, yeah, like super nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I hope you like the dice. I super hope they didn't break along the way. I've been really.
They did not. I've got a few people saying they've gotten them and they love them.
Oh, sweet.
What you're saying? You dropped them on the way to the post office.
Shattered.
Fun fact: I didn't even take them there. My wife did.
So if they're broken, it's her fault, and we'll beat her.
Whoa. At Magic the Gathering.
Yes,
well, that's the only way we beat women, because otherwise it's illegal. I thought that was pretty.
You're right. It was implied, just like.
Dang it! You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
What's up?
No, so thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for giving us love on Instagram and the iTunes reviews, and just telling your friends.
Oh yeah,
and
we
just
had an
getting the word
iTunes
out there.
review. Devin, do you want to read that?
Yeah, I can pull it up in here in just one second.
So I actually wanted to make note that Devin had some like strong convictions that Yark was just not gonna rat him out.
I did.
But I'm trying to figure out why you thought that so.
Because, well,
I think
we've
so.
been working together for a very long time. I think it'd be at least, like, we worked together for a long time, and he bought my shop. I went to school, I came back. I already found it. It's from Weekend Wizard 82. That's one of the people who won the dice from our dice competition.
But we did not buy this review.
That's true. We did not.
And they say, and because I don't know if I haven't looked to see if it's a male or female or whatever you want. Dwayne can probably just solve that riddle for us. Definitely check them out. You won't regret it. Lots of laughs, good storytelling, A++ for sure. I don't know if that's a pity review, but we'll take it. Thank you.
We
Wizard 2.
So that's extra credit. That's over 100 A++.
Oh, fantasy would call that an S.
Yeah, that's true. It's S rank is what it is.
That's rank.
So
rank.
thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate it. See you
Yeah,
next
you're all great and beautiful.
Love you, mean it.
Yep.